It's hard to imagine a more magnificent landscape than the rugged peaks, hidden villages, and wind-swept plains of Pakistan. From wild mountain passes and unreal lakes to ornate mosques and ancient fortresses. Western media might try to tell you otherwise, but trust me, Pakistan is an absolutely stunning country. Think famous mountain peaks, emerald green and turquoise blue valleys, deserts filled with remnants of ancient civilization. And that's not even the half of it. One thing's for sure, Pakistan sure isn't lacking in beautiful places to visit. During the 4 months I spent in the country, I was constantly blown away by what I was seeing. There's an endless number of perfect natural, and man-made, sights to see while backpacking Pakistan, so I thought I'd spotlight 20 of the very best for future travelers, beautiful places in Pakistan without further ado. In no particular order, a country that quickly and fiercely stole my heart. 1. Swat Valley. Though it has had a rough past, the present and future of Swat Valley are shining very bright. This stunning valley in the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa province of Pakistan is something straight out of a fairy tale. Think bright green fields and forests, picturesque villages, and rivers boasting shades of blue so clear and bright you wouldn't have thought them real. The true beauty of Swat can be found around the town of Kolam, which serves as a base to explore the beauty of the valley. 2. Hunza Valley. If you live in Pakistan, or have read anything about the country, it's almost certain you've come across the name Hunza. Don't let the word valley confuse you, though. Hunza is actually a massive district made up of numerous valleys and villages. One part of the ancient Silk Road. Here are some of the most beautiful sights in Hunza. Pasu Cones. The Pasu Cathedral is a natural work of art and one of the most recognizable scenes in Pakistan. Though staying overnight in Pasu village is no longer allowed, the cones are visible from a ways away, starting from the village of Gulmat. The most iconic view of the cathedral is from the Karakoram Highway, about an hour's drive from Gilgit city. Adabad Lake. A lake that doesn't look real, even when you're standing right in front of it. Adabad was born out of tragedy when a massive landslide occurred in 2010. The flow of the Hunza River was blocked, and the now famous lake was created in its wake. Its bright blue turquoise waters make it one of the most beautiful places in Pakistan. Eagle's Nest. Want to see one of the most epic sunsets in the Hunza Valley? Head to Eagle's Nest around golden hour. The name comes from an upscale hotel/restaurant nearby, but you can drive up to the viewpoint without going there. 3. Fandar Lake. Fandar Lake, located in Fandar village, is almost too good to be true. The teal-colored lake sits silently amongst light green trees befitting a landscape painting. Despite being insanely beautiful, Fandar Lake doesn't see anywhere as close to the number of tourists as the more popular Adabad Lake does. During the 4 days I spent in Fandar relaxing lakeside, I didn't encounter any other tourists. The Kailash Valleys, comprised of Bumbaret, Rumbar, and Burr, are home to the Kailash people, a religious and ethnic minority in Pakistan with their own beliefs, culture and language. The valleys they live in are certainly some of the most beautiful places in Pakistan, not just for their natural splendor, but also for the beauty of the Kailash themselves. The Kailash people live in wooden homes that cling to the high hills, and the women are particularly famous for their brightly colored traditional dress and headwear that differs from anything else one can find in Pakistan. The last settlement of Rumbar, Shikonde, is a former Nuristani village whose inhabitants migrated across the border to Pakistan a few hundred years ago.